What's up, Scorpio? And happy birthday to you guys. Now look, as I was getting into you guys' energy, you guys have this acceleration happening now and throughout the rest of the year. But how did you get to this point? Or for some of you all, how will you get to this point? Well, it's the one word that describes the energy that's surrounding you now and will be lingering on now throughout this next transit. And that one word is altitude. And of course, to help you further understand what it is that I'm trying to tell you, Scorpio, I need for you to go with me on a mind trip. So there you are aboard this plane. Now the plane is flying nice, it's flying high, and it's flying smooth. And that's when the pilot lets you know we are about to go even higher. So everyone braces their self with excitement and the plane begins to ascend. But then suddenly there's a panic. Things begin to get turbulent. Why? Well, the pilot lets you know, oh no, we have a weight capacity issue. Now, as you look around this plane, everyone has a familiar face. These are friends, these are family members, these are exes, these are all the people that you know, but not everybody on the plane is someone that necessarily needs to be there. So you have a choice. Since everyone is going to your destination, do you take the chance of the plane going down, or do you kick someone off? And that's when you saw a parachute out of the corner of your eyes. Without much time and without much thought, you grabbed the parachute and you stood towards the edge of the plane. Everyone told you, no, Scorpio, don't do it, don't jump, please don't jump. And that's when you looked at them and said, oh no, I'm not crazy. And you snatched someone up, you put the parachute on them and nudged them over the edge. Now they went falling, getting smaller and smaller as they made their descent towards the earth. Suddenly their parachute opened and they landed ever so softly on their feet. And suddenly the plane began to rise and you guys began to go further, even faster. And all it took was one irrelevant person getting off the plane. All right, so Scorpio, now listen. When it comes to this mind trip and the person that you threw off the plane, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person, okay? That person or thing could be fear, it could be procrastination, okay? Or it could actually be a person who is kind of just weighing you down in life or holding you back. It doesn't necessarily mean that this person, if it is a person, has to be out of your life forever. But there is this seasonal energy where it's like if you're not a part of the direct destination, then at this time you just can't be a part of, the flight that we're going to take to get there. So don't be dismayed at this time if, phone calls are coming through, you're ignoring people. Don't be surprised at this time if you just don't have the energy to deal with certain stuff, because it's just not the season for it. It's not the transit for it right now, okay? So we're going to be getting a little bit deeper into like your own personal soul space energy, and then we're going to see how it relates to the tarot or whatever else needs to be revealed to you at this time. So sacred soul space for your month. Ooh, lead the way. See? Lead the way. It says light your own path. Remember, just like in our mind trip, the pilot told you, listen, we're going to your destination, okay? You are carrying literally people from one life or one state of being over to the next. Like, you're in control of this thing, okay? You're the leader of the pack, basically. So when a lot of things happen, they're going to come through you, okay? That's why in the mind trip, the pilot made you decide, hey, look, is everybody going down, or you going to kick one person off the plane so the rest of us can go up, okay? But you're the leader of this thing. So you need to know right now, that's your space, okay? And for those of you who are looking to be more effective leaders in the future, you still want to put in those practices right now. Whether you're leading two people, your own, like kids or friends, and then later on it leads to, leading a whole nation. Who knows? But let's see what else you got to do right now. Ooh, look at that. This says take a break a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. When I tell y'all that y'all have to be like the leaders and you're going to be really effective leaders, we're not talking about just today. We're talking about longevity, okay? So this is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? Marathon. Shout out to the late, great Nipsey Hussle. But it's, it's that energy where it's like you're going to be motivated and excited and really happy to do something. And then all of a sudden you may be like, oh, I need to breathe. Let me regroup. That's okay. Soul regrouping is totally fine. So even though you may be the leader, even though at times you may need to pull back, just know that that's part of the course. That's part of it. All right, so keep that in mind. Let's go to the traditional tarot to see how this may be working for you. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles. We're waiting to see the return on either investments or just being really, really patient about this marathon. Some of y'all, for the first time in your life, are really starting to see that if you want things to last a really long time, it may take a little bit longer to build those things, and that's okay. I'm getting big picture view for a lot of you all. It's no longer just about, oh, well, what am I going to be doing next week or the next 3 weeks or next month? It's like, no, in the next 15, 20 years. This is also talking about when you're gone, okay? But this is the patience to invest your currency, as we always talk about here, your time, your energy, your effort, the things that you hold valuable. All right, so some of y'all are either waiting to see. Oh, wow, I just got this too. This take a break. Some of you all are on break in a relationship, and this investment card is to see kind of, maybe what I put in, is this thing going to come back around? Is there going to be some reconciliation? Or is something going to come of what I've already put in? Okay? But for some of you all, your leadership and your life purpose is asking you to focus on you, and the person that you may need to take a break from is the person you're either asking them to be patient or they're asking you to be patient. So somebody is exercising a new level of patience. So let's go ahead and let's see what it's crossed by. The Star card. Now, this investing and waiting to see return is definitely related to a lot of you all personally. Okay, how are you the leader? How are you leading the way? Well, because that big old star. You know how you're supposed to look up to find a North Star if you get lost or whatever? So people can kind of look up to you if they're lost, if that makes any sense. Okay, and this other energy here is someone may feel lost without you, without your star. This could be the person that you've thrown off the plane. Okay, the person who had to go land ever so softly on their feet, but they had to go. And in order to have that effective leadership, this person who you may need to take a break from or have already taken a break from, they feel kind of lost without your star. Now, this also is a person who may be waiting for your return. Okay, if they were the one who got thrown off the plane and they landed ever so softly on their feet, they're waiting patiently for you, the star. Okay, now let's see what's at the deep root of it. Oh, Temperance. Again, another card talking about patience. Okay, so this is patience, this is self-control, this is finding the balance. These are also the things that happen when you take a break, you restore yourself. Okay, this is also in our mind trip, to me, the pilot, where God, universe, spirit, the angels are asking you to make a choice. It's two different things going on here. We're trying to go further, we're trying to go faster, we're trying to go higher, but at the same time we're being dragged down. So it's two different directions trying to go their own separate ways. So how do we balance that out to make it work for the majority? And this here is asking you to have that cool head. I just heard the cool head. Because where some stuff may ask you in life to panic, the angels ask you to stay calm. Okay, so that's another clue for some of you guys who are working on that effective leadership. Where others are chaotic, you are cool and calm. Let's see what's in the recent past. Oh, look at that. Same energy. Take a break. You are cool and calm because what you do in rehearsal is what you do on the stage. So if you practice breathing and being calm when it is calm, then even in those stressful, chaotic situations, you will display and exhibit the same behaviors, right? This is what this is feeling like to me. And a lot of you guys, this pause energy is what you had to put someone or somebody's on. Again, with this mind trip, if we are talking about people, it could be multiple people. It doesn't have to be just one. But this is you taking a break. This is someone waiting and wondering. And again, we have to take a break. Why? Let me tell you why. Just like our mind trip, you're going further, you're going farther, and you're going there much faster. Okay? Now is not the time to be weighed down by energies or certain people, because you're trying to get to where you're going, Scorpio. Like, I know I keep saying it's a lot, but it's so important. It's like it's people who need you, and at the same time, man, if you get weighed down, it's so much that it's like a domino effect. Okay, I'm seeing it like that. Let's see what's in your headspace. It's like a domino effect. 7 of Swords. It's so crucial and it's so important. This is telling me don't let anybody or whoever this person is that you have to throw off the plane, don't let them win. Don't let them get away with this. Okay, and it's not a bad energy. It's not, oh, they're trying to be deceptive. They're trying to lie. No, this is that energy where it's like you're just really at this time aren't contributing to where it is that I'm going. You're not contributing towards my ascension, my growth. Okay, and if they are not towards the ascension or the growth, then it's taking away from your ascension and your growth. And guess what that is? Highway robbery. And that's maybe what some of you guys are thinking. And then look where it lands. It lands straight with the take a break. So whoever this energy is, look, we got 2 7s. Okay, so it could be talking about the same person. This person was getting away with far too much for far too long, holding you back, pulling you down. And they had to go. Let's talk about this real quick. You, just for a season, remove this energy. Then what happens, or why is this so crucial and important? Listen here. If we ain't speaking today, listen. This says guardian. Guard your energy. Guard your energy. Take a break from this energy. Let this person wait and wonder. They're fine. Look at this. Putting somebody on pause in the background because we're doing more deeper spiritually to go higher. Wow. So anyway, to answer that specific question, what will happen if you cut this energy or throw this person off of the plane? Well, you'll be guarding your energy, protecting your energy. Because for some of you, I'm saying, like, in even ways you don't know, this person can emotionally drain you or mentally manipulate you. And this is, again, not bad. It's kind of like if your kids was like, oh, mommy, can I have this? And it's like, no. But mom, I really need it because this and that. And they know what buttons to push to get you to do what you don't want to do, right? And this could be anybody. But again, at this moment, they got to go. They got to go. Want to know why? They're draining you. They're draining you. Energetically, too. This is why we're talking about energy right here. You got to guard your energy. That means stay prayed up, put spiritual boundaries, use crystals. Let's see what's coming up in the near future. But I can't do it without you, Scorpio. No, it's the 9 of Wands. Okay, so there's a cycle that is going to be complete. Okay, it is going to wrap up. But this is showing me the state of whoever it is that gets thrown off of the plane. They're going to act beat up and bruised. And, you know, like I said, I think I said it to you earlier where you might be in a state where people can call you, but you might ignore. You know, they can send you a text message, but it might take you 2-3 days to respond. You know, that kind of stuff. Not because they're so bad or you're so bad, but just because that's what the energy is calling for at this moment, period. But this is what they're going to look like. This is what they look like now. Waiting, wondering, am I going to get back on the plane? Is Scorpio going to return or answer my calls? They're exercising patience and restraint. But then here it is in the near future. It's like that. I'm ready to give up. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to surrender. Throw in the towel. You know, that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, you just over there protecting your energy. You just protecting your energy. Okay? Let's see what it is that you fear at this time. Ooh, the World. So just being real. If this is the world card and we're talking about this person, it might be it's being over. So it could be your fear or the other person's fear, that as they're sitting here waiting, as they're sitting wondering, trying to figure out, why am I on this pause, or is there going to be a return call or text? What's the thought process? It's over. This person, Scorpio's not going to call me. Scorpio's not going to, get back with me, because it's been a lot of this energy, Seven of Swords energy. Yeah, I'm just really seeing like the taking a break. There's a pause, this big pause. How do you look right now? The Queen of Wands. Like you got that action. Like this is somebody who is making things manifest. While one person is sick, bruised, kind of in their victim space, another person sits upright and is more so commanding, more so a manifester, making things happen. So it's because of the work, it's because of the actions that a lot of this ascension is happening. Let's see. Let's talk about you. The sacred space. What about the Queen of Wands? Why is Scorpio the Queen of Wands right now? Oh, it says mindful wisdom. You see what happens when you apply wisdom? I mean, if you have a question about anything, ask yourself, is this wise? That's generally what, helps you to make good decisions. Deciding if what you're going to do is wise, okay? But it says create inner harmony. And that's what this pause is all about. That's why we got the Four Swords. That's why we got the card that says take a break, rest, refuel, get off the treadmill, marathon, not a sprint. Some of y'all are in this thing for the rest of your life. You've already found your purpose. You've already found what it is that you're supposed to do. Now to really like nail it in, you're being asked to, for some of y'all, it's rest. For some of y'all, it's put people to rest. Or put fear, procrastination, put all that kind of stuff to rest. Okay? Let us see what we got cracking for your hopes. Ooh, too many. Goodness, the Sun card tried to come over, but let's see. Ooh, the Two of Cups. Love, soulmate, union, partnership, equality. Boom. Love, soulmate, equality, reunion, all that kind of stuff. Okay, whatever I just said. Union, not reunion. Union to me is to somebody new, okay? So some of you all may have new, but it's reunion. Some things don't come out by mistake. This reunion might happen in a different season with whoever this person is that's waiting. But again, you're going to have to decide level of relevancy, okay? Are you relevant towards future, life goal, dream type stuff? Are you relevant, okay? But let's talk about your hopes with this partnership, this equality. This is love, soulmate energy here. Let's see. Meditation. Some of you guys are still doing that whole telekinesis. I communicate with you even though you're hundreds of miles away. Did I say that earlier about somebody maybe telepathically trying to communicate with you if you have them on pause? Now, again, I told you, setting those boundaries, using your crystals, all of that kind of stuff to set spiritual boundaries on one hand, but then on the other hand, if you've been having really, really romantic dreams or dreams that just make you feel like this bliss type energy, even if there's like no kissing, no holding hands, but a person appears and you just feel fantastic, that's also that communication, okay? So it says improvements require persistence. So for those of you who are looking for this partnership, who are looking for this love, okay, meditate and set the boundaries to where only like pure love and soulmate energy can come in and penetrate. Whoever this person is with this deceptive type energy, block them. You can do that, okay? You are so powerful in your spiritual world than here in the physical world, okay? Let's see how this thing turns out. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. So this is single, free, independent. You can do your own thing. This is having the finances, all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be alone. Okay, this is good friends, celebrations, and even if you have, because for some of y'all just got that whole friends with benefits, If that's your program, that's your program. I also want to point this out, the tail of 2 nines. One person here, this is, you know, feminine energy. This here is more masculine energy. Take it as it applies. But in the near future, we're going to have someone who feels beat up, bruised. I'm a victim, Scorpio. You have made me a victim. And then there's you. Like, you know what? I'm single, independent, I'm free, I'm flying. Let's talk about the end of the mind trip. OMG, I can't believe you threw me out of the plane. Look at him. I can't believe you threw me out of the plane. I can't believe that I had to take a parachute down. You're fine. You landed on your feet. He got a bandage over his head. Okay? He got a wand that he's using for a crutch. But he's fine. Okay? Despite all of the victimhood that this person may try to put on you. But then look at you. You're soaring. Okay? Through the sky. You're getting so small nobody can see you because you're ascending so high. All right? And you're going a lot further across the sky. So you're going to get to where you're getting to in a timely fashion. All right? Now also, earlier I got this for you guys as I was getting your sign. There's someone out there who feels like they got a late start in life, or they'll never make it to where they're trying to make it to, whatever. But literally, like, your whole message is like, as long as you start, you're going to get there. Okay? Period. So I don't care if you're 99 right now. If you start today, before that breath, you can actually attain what it is that you need to attain. Okay? So go for it anyway. That's the big advice. Nothing special, nothing deep and philosophical about that. Go for it. Okay? So I want to end it with one more of these so we can get into that right space. Soul alignment, getting to the right space. Ground your light. Let your soul shine. The first thing that I was getting with this was kind of like this guardian card, the guard your energy, ground your light. A lot of you all, especially with this meditation as well, should do meditation outside or just practice like breathing techniques as you are in nature. Okay, it's a whole nother experience when you're surrounded by like trees and grass and dirt and all that kind of stuff, and you practice mindful breathing with the things that actually provide us like oxygen and stuff like that. It's a whole nother experience. Okay, walking on the ground barefoot, all that kind of stuff counts. This is what you need to do to make good decisions. Remember, we're making one good decision after the next, after the next, after the next, that's going to lead us to these ultimate great manifestations that we want. In order for you to do that during this time, you have been asked to, number one, get this person off the plane. For some of you all, you are being asked to take a break, to take a pause, refuel, retreat. Understand that you don't have to do it all in one day. And then others of you all, you need to get yourself grounded, because the more grounded you are, the more you're going to help ground and bring in the manifestations and the desires that you are hoping to attain. Okay? So that is what I give for you, Scorpio. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares. Happy birthday to you guys once again. If you all need a personal reading, you can email me, waterstarvibes@gmail.com. And you guys can look in the description box to see how you should list those questions. Okay? Now, if you're not one of my subscribers, I would love to have you as one. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you guys can also follow me on Instagram at waterstarvibes. Scorpio, thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see you all in the next video.